Hey there, how are you doing? We're in the last straight line of this masterclass. I hope you've been enjoying it and you've been learning a lot. Now, what we're going to be talking about is pitching. We'll very briefly go through the basics of pitching. It's not going to be as detailed, mostly because I'd like you to use this pitch in order to be able to present some of the things you've learned over the last couple days, if that's not already been done in our previous sessions. And what we are going to explore is understanding how to structure an effective pitch, a modified, simplified, but effective pitch. First, what's the pitch? A pitch is a short presentation aimed at generating interest within a specific target audience for a product or a service. It clearly explains the added value and answers the why the audience should care. And so as you see, this is very much related to what we've been seeing over the last couple of days, where we've talked about your product or service. We've tried to develop the idea while at the same time linking that product or service and what it does to the needs of your customer. Now, what we want to do is learn how to then present that planning phase work to the customer in a way that can be interesting to that customer through a pitch. The pitch can be designed to quickly captivate and convince listeners or potential investors by generating interest or action, such as an investment, a collaboration, or support. And in our case, what we are interested in is a buy. So if you are pitching to a client, you want that client, of course, to buy your product or service. What are some of the components of a pitch? There can be lots of components within a pitch. We are going to choose some to focus on based on what we've been doing over the last couple of days, like I said earlier. First, you are going to have your problem. What's the problem that you set out? When you set out, what is the problem that you are trying to solve? Or what is the request you are trying to satisfy? Then what is the solution that you have come up with, and what is your unique selling proposition? What differentiates what it is that you offer in your service or product from other services or products that are on the market? You can also include a comparison with existing solutions within a pitch, although in our case, that's not something that we are going to be included within our short test pitches. Why? Because there isn't necessarily that much time to be doing the extra research. And also it's not something that we focused on the other days of this masterclass. Then you can also include the stage of development. So whether it's an idea, it's a product, it's a sample that you've already made, you can include that within your pitch. It's not something we are looking at right now. You can talk about your market. Normally within the market section, what you're talking about is the size of the market. We are going to go a lot more granular because in the past days we've been focusing on the customer. So here, what you'll be doing is talking about who your customer is and why they would want to buy from you. You can also include your business model within your pitch. Can, in our case, include the communication and sales strategies. Why do I want you to include this part? Because one of the things that I talked about over and over the last couple of days is that the reason why you are focusing so much time on your customer is that you get to know that customer in a much more detailed manner. You know what it is that they want and you know how to communicate with them. And so this portion is integrated so that I have a better idea of whether that's something you've really integrated, understood, and if you actually know a little bit better how to communicate with your customer. You can also talk about your team, who are the people that are helping you build this product or design this service. But then the last part I really want you to include is a call to action. At the end of every pitch, you have a call to action, which is what exactly you want the people who are listening to that pitch to do. And so when you are structuring your pitch, I want you basically to have an introduction with a hook where you are going to state your problem and you are going to state the proposed solution in as clear a manner and as simple a manner as you can. Then you are going to have a body in which you'll talk about the value proposition, what it is that you propose, what makes you different from other products on the market, what is the market opportunity, and of course, like I said, when it comes to market opportunity, We don't want to go macro like usually it would be done. We want to go micro. Who are the people within your community? What's the type of person that will be interested in this product and why? And then finally, of course, the conclusion is going to be your call to action. What it is that you want the people who are listening to this pitch to do. So hopefully that's you've understood what we expect from you. If you have any extra questions, ask them within the main WhatsApp group. Once you're done answering the questions, you'll move on to your various groups and you'll be discussing your individual ideas and structuring your pitch. Then once you come back, one of you is going to present that pitch and you'll have my perspective and the perspective of the other participants. And so see you in the group.